Let's just dive right in. Look, this isn't the opening line to some gritty new crime show. This is a real headline. It happened. A woman pleaded guilty to murder after killing a driver, taking his car, and then, and this is the part that just gets you, driving it to her hair appointment. This is the first thing that pops up in our feed today. And this is the world we're all scrolling through every single day, right? A world where something truly tragic is served up with details so bizarre they feel unreal. This one story just perfectly captures the strange, unsettling vibe of everything competing for our attention. But just as you're trying to wrap your head around it, poof, your feed moves on. And the shift is immediate. I mean, talk about whiplash. We leave behind actual, real-world violence, and we're dropped right into the middle of the highly produced, publicly analyzed drama of celebrity lives. The whole mood changes, the stakes feel totally different, but the intensity? Oh, that's still cranked all the way up. So you've got the story of Rachel Zoe and Roger Berman, which is now a major plot point on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And this isn't just any split. We're talking about the end of a 26-year marriage, a relationship that went through some unbelievable trauma, like back in 2020 when their son somehow survived a 40-foot fall from a ski lift. And yet here we are in 2024, an alleged major betrayal leads to a separation, and now the whole divorce is becoming a public show. And then, scroll again, right next to that raw family drama, the feed gives you this, a completely different kind of celebrity split. This one is pure spectacle. Singer Lily Allen, on her tour, wore a custom outfit that was literally a giant piece of fabric printed with lyrics and actual receipts from bars and Bergdorf Goodman. All of it a nod to her breakup with actor David Harbour. I mean, this goes beyond a breakup song. This is performance art, crafted from top to bottom for everyone to see and talk about. Okay, so just as your brain is trying to compare these two totally different ways of having a public heartbreak, the algorithm decides, nope, you're done with that. And we get another hard pivot. We're jumping from public relationships to the secret world of cults, and then into pure comic book fantasy. You really have to brace for it. Suddenly, the screen is filled with something way, way darker. It's a new docuseries called Twisted Yoga, and it goes deep into the Atman Yoga Federation. Now, on the surface, it's just a worldwide network of tantric yoga centers. But the founder? He was arrested in Paris, and he's facing a whole list of charges, including human trafficking and rape. Yeah. This is a story about people looking for spiritual enlightenment and finding an absolute nightmare. And the filmmakers are really clear, This isn't about cheap thrills. They focus on the how. They call it the slow process of enormous indoctrination. And it starts with something we can all understand, just looking for a community, looking for some hope. But from there, the series traces this path through what they allege is psychological manipulation into a really controlling belief system, and finally to these horrible accusations of sexual exploitation. Which brings us to the one question that just hangs over this entire series, and it's terrifying. How does a journey that starts with yoga, allegedly, end with people becoming digital porn workers for the group? I mean, how does that even happen? And before you can even begin to process that thought, bam, your feed serves you this. A headline about season 4 of the show Invincible. The Viltrumite War is coming. The fate of the galaxy is on the line. And just like that, the complex, horrifying reality of an alleged yoga cult is completely wiped away and replaced by the clean, simple, high-stakes fantasy of a superhero battle. It's just pure, uncut escapism. So, okay, let's hit pause on the scroll for a minute. Let's just breathe. We've got crime, celebrity divorce, cults, cartoons. This absolutely chaotic mix of stuff. It feels random, but it's not. It's a mirror. It's a reflection of the stories we're telling ourselves about ourselves. Just look at the pattern here, right? That chilling true crime story? It taps into our need to make sense of chaos, to see some kind of justice. The celebrity dramas, whether they're raw or totally performative, they feed our need for social connection. They're like modern-day fables about love and betrayal. And the epic story of Invincible? Well, that's easy. It's our need to just check out completely, to escape to a world where the problems are huge, but thank God they're not ours. So what does all this mean? What's the big takeaway here? What is the newsfeed itself actually trying to tell us? Because this is the part that really, really matters. And here's the core of it. The modern newsfeed, it isn't built to help you understand the world. It is built to make you feel something about it, instantly. It is engineered for reaction, not reflection. Shock, anger, sadness, laughter, it doesn't matter what the feeling is, as long as it's strong enough to make you stop, and then keep scrolling. And that's just how the digital world we live in is designed. A horrific crime is given the exact same real estate as celebrity gossip. A deep, important investigation into a dangerous cult is fighting for your attention with a trailer for a TV show. The feed just flattens everything. Tragedy and triviality are given the exact same weight. And the result isn't that we're better informed. The result is that we're overloaded and constantly feeling this emotional whiplash. So that brings up a pretty uncomfortable question, doesn't it? If the feed is just a mirror reflecting our own desires and fears back at us, what does this chaotic, sensational, and frankly deeply weird picture say about who we are right now? What does it say that we're so fascinated by both real-world horror and completely manufactured drama? But let's bring it even closer to home. Let's make it personal. The whole point of the feed is to grab your attention with an endless series of emotional jolts. And that leads to the final, and maybe the most important question of all. What is all this noise distracting you from?